probably one of the earliest songs we learned as kids about Rosh Hashanah was dip the apple in the honey, make a bracha loud and clear. Lashana Tova Umatuka, have a good and sweet new year. So it seems to be that the main symbol of Rosh Hashanah, even though there are a number of what are called simanim, of symbols representing what we want for the new year, the most famous one is apples and honey. That's what you'll see on the front of Rosh Hashanah cards, decorations. But we have to ask, why is it that apples are dipped in honey? First of all, apples are already sweet, so they don't really need to be dipped in honey to have a good and sweet new year. You could just eat an apple that's sweet and say, have a good and sweet new year. So there's something specific about dipping it in honey. This is based on our Kabbalistic sages about understanding what is the meaning of honey. So honey, we know, comes from a bee, and a bee is known for two things: honey, but also the sting. There is a very famous, popular song, Israeli song, written by Naomi Shemer, the same person who wrote Yerushalayim Shel Zahav, Jerusalem of Gold. And it's called Al Kol Elah, for all of these things. And it starts with Al Hadvash v'Al Ha'oketz, for the honey and for the sting, and for all Kol Elah, all of these things. This is what we acknowledge that life is based on, and that honey is unique in that it comes from something that brings a sting as well as sweetness. And we recognize, not unlike the maror that's on our plates at Pesach, at Rosh Hashanah, we're saying a little bit of the same thing, that life comes with things that are painful, but that there is also honey. So when we're wishing for a good and sweet new year, we dip the apple in this honey with the recognition that life is made up of both the sweet as well as the sting. And that leads us to why we wish people a good and sweet new year. Why not just say a sweet new year? Or why not just a good new year? A good year, is it sweet? Sometimes it isn't, because good, from a Torah perspective, from a Jewish perspective, means something that's beneficial. And as we all know, sometimes things that are beneficial can be painful, they can be difficult, they can be challenging, they can really make us question everything, and we don't know, but yet there's something that's beneficial for us. So we do want our year to be good, we do want it to be beneficial, but we'd also like it to be sweet. When we dip our apples in the honey, we're acknowledging that that goodness and it's going to be coming with sweetness, but also al hadvash v'al ha'oketz, with the sweetness, with the honey, and also with the sting. And we hope, of course, that the sweetness overpowers the sting, and that we can really fully enjoy and have a good and sweet new year. So as we get ready this week to celebrate Rosh Hashanah, the new year, may we all be blessed, all of us together, with a Lashana Tova Umatuka, a good and sweet new year, and may we experience mostly the sweetness in our lives, and that may anything that comes to sting or hurt us or cause us pain or difficulty be completely overwhelmed by the sweetness of the honey. Have a good and sweet new year, and we're looking forward to celebrating with you and going into the new year with the Jewish experience, the women's experience, learning more Torah, doing more mitzvahs, coming together as a community. And of course, we want only health and happiness and peace for the Jewish people, for all of Am Yisrael, for the land of Israel, and really for the whole world. So bless you and your families with the Shana Tova Umetuka.